Alright, so today in class we talked about our slope-intercept form, so the y equals mx plus b format, and our standard form, which is this equation right here, and how the two of them are the same linear function. So what we're going to do is we're going to talk about those two things. That's what we talked about in class today, and how they manipulate. So when we say this, we have our slope-intercept form. That's written as y equals mx plus b. That's what we're used to seeing. All right, and then we have another thing called a standard form. The two are interchangeable. So basically what we see is if we were to have, let's say, a letter at the beginning of this, so let's say there's a coefficient of, let's say, 2. What we would do is to make this work, all we have to do is bring across that information. So we want both our x and y on the same side is equal to a variable. So if we were to say like ay equals negative mx plus b, so a negative slope, then we would, to get it to standard form, be ay plus mx equals that b. Okay, those are the two things that we were going to talk about. All right, let's do some practice. So we have our stuff in standard, and now we need a slope. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to subtract 2x. I'm going to subtract 2x. Since the like terms are not the same, do we see there are separate three terms, y, 12, and negative 2x? We just leave it as that. So we have to do. So another one here, standard form, we need to put into the other form. So what I want to do is I want to add the 2x, add the 2x. 3y is equal to 6 plus 2x. And now I have this 3 as a coefficient, so I need to get rid of that. So that's being multiplied. So now I'm divided by 3. So y equals, and everything's going to divide by 3. So 6 divided by 3, which gives me 2. 2x divided by 3. And we can just leave that as a fraction, 2/3. So moving on, now we have our y equals mx plus b. We need to put it into standard. So what I want to do is I'm just going to add 5x. So y plus 5x equals negative 3. That's it. Done. Same thing down here. Now we have a fraction in there. Well, we can leave it as a fraction. Let's subtract 1/4. So y equals, or y minus 1/4, x equals 7. And then if you want to, you can also change it to 0.25x equals 7. All right, we're just going to keep on moving along. I have an x minus, so we're in standard form, so I need to put in the opposite. So I'm going to do y equals 4 minus x. And then since that's a negative y, I'm going to make the whole thing change. So y equals negative 4 plus x. And we're set. Same thing, standard, need to change it. Y equals 9 minus 2x. Done. Fun one here. Okay, so now we're in standard, we need to put on the opposite side. So we'll subtract 8x, subtract 8x. So I'm going to get 4y equals negative 12 minus 8x. Then I'm going to divide by 4, divide this whole thing by 4. So y would equal negative 12 minus 4, which would get me negative 3. Negative 8 minus 4 divided by 4 would give me negative 2x. That's what I'm left with. Then if we want to take this to standard form, subtract 5x, y minus 5x equals 2. Add the 5x over here to get it to, and to get it back and forth, y equals 2 plus 5x. And if we want to take this one and make it to an equation, what we need to do is I'd have to subtract the x, so it would be c minus ax is equal to by. And then I see b has coefficient. Divided by b, c minus ax